to the football-obsessed state of Texas. This matchup has had all kinds of great moments, and we're ready for some more. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. On the move, it's Simon. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Rousseau. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Early in the game, I love giving my quarterback a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown it 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next down's coming up.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And the Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Boots his first of the day away. He was called on 4 times in the victory last week. Makes a move. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. They'll run it from the gun. Did Bevo really get his name after altering a brand on his backside put there by Texas A&M students? So many questions to answer since 1894, guys.
And that's what's so cool about this rivalry. When you have the back and forth and who did what, going all the way back to 1894, Reese's first birthday, what an amazing rivalry.
There have been a lot of good players during that stretch, too. Think about Ricky Williams from the Horns, Johnny Manziel, Texas A&M. So many great coaches have patrolled the sidelines in this rivalry for years.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
The Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Shelton. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
And the Aggies are on the move. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
The Aggies have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Trying play action. On the run, still looking. It breaks into the open. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
It's so nice to be an offense on 2nd down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run to try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
Motion from the wide receiver. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Aggies. This is why they show up for midnight yell, and they are playing like they practice.
And this place rocks as loud as anywhere in the country, and you want to get them going early. First drive of the game, scoring a touchdown, getting them jacked up.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. It's complete. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Burnt Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Yeah, making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking downfield on first down. Finds the tight end. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Longhorns in the hurry-up. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. It's complete to the right. Makes a man miss. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. looking to throw. Looking for the goal line. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Number 87 with the catch in the end zone.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And he tacks on the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand new game. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Wake Forest. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to the R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team, and you want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the rock has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Looking to the big tight end. That's caught. It's Marshall. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
They're going back to the ground. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs in.
Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on first down from the 30. Use the play fake, now to throw. Skips away from pressure. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Here comes the Texas offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Complete to the left. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. He leaves it with his back. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on second down. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
Something you don't see often, a 100-yard interception return for a touchdown. As a quarterback, you know those windows are really small to throw into. And if you don't throw it on time, it's going to get at minimum tipped, maybe picked. That's the worst possible scenario for a quarterback. What a play by the defense.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He'll try to do it himself. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
These quarterbacks are nightmares to play. Pretty good coverage on the outside. Man-to-man, nobody looking at the quarterback. He takes off. He doesn't look like a quarterback. Looks like a running back. Chews up yards, gets way down the field, and makes a big play for this offense.
Caught behind the line. It's Simon. He breaks a tackle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. Touchdown, Texas! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the... There he goes! They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Rides the back on the option to give.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Looking for a deep man. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, Texas A&M. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Clemson is currently ahead early right now in Death Valley, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves offensively. They're up by 4 over Wake Forest. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry up. Second down, they'll go to the air. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Hookem is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win those matchups for you and make those big plays.
Good timing on the quick out. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Got a man. It's Lamb. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26. He was all by himself out there. Someone just lost track of their assignment.
And that's so frustrating because you want to make offenses earn it. And you don't want to give up big plays and bust coverages and let people run wide open, especially good players. Like, you know this guy's a good player, and you let him run wide open down the field.
Wants to keep it in the air. Hauls it in. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. They march to the red zone, and here they go. Catch in the middle. It's Simon. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Off the bootleg and rolling out. He's got it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. And the Longhorns, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He wants it all. Touchdown, Longhorns! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Texas A&M offense goes back to work. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Barber. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Texas A&M going quickly.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
They'll leave it with him. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. The give from the gun. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Now on 2nd down.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
They give it to him again. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Nothing the Aggies love more than saying howdy with a strong running game.
Yeah, how do you like that first down? How do you like that ground game? Like, that's what they've got to be built on. They got to have that toughness.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 36. 37-yard line.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last two drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. It's setting up fourth down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. The gift to the back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
The Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. You want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Punt is in the air. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. It's Shelton. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. Texas A&M going up tempo. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Slings it downfield. Finds space on the right. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
That's good for a play in Texas A&M.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he wants it all. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Makes the catch.
And you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Straight ahead from inside his 25. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Longhorns will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. And he's going to try to return this one. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
Hey, and getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the 2nd half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
The Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the back. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Here's the handoff. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Trying to escape and get it himself.
I just love this guy's instinct. when things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Gives it on the option. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Aggies will hustle to the line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
The Aggies can really attack on this second and short. Give to the running back. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation where you had to throw the football.
And the Aggies pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. To the air on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. He caught it. Touchdown, Aggie. And that one will put him up here in the second half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. No huddle here for the offense.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up.
Trying to beat the D deep. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Another big gain on the catch here. Big target out there like a Roy Williams was back in the day.
No doubt. And find your guys, find your matchups. And listen, when you're at Texas, you recruit at a high level. You usually get better dudes than you're playing against. Find those guys, let them make plays for you.
Wants to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Rousseau. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up. Run in the red zone, it's Simon. Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. pocket pass on second down. He's got it and still on his feet. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Into the end zone. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll try the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Going to swing it on second down. Complete in the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And that one's going to get Reveille howling a happy tune.
Reveille, the 12th man, all the swaying, the traditions when you go to an A&M game. These fans love their team, and they love playmakers that make big plays down the field.
Fires to the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Leaves it with the back.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here, blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain when they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
The Aggies lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Turning it on. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Well, in a short yardage situation, they pull off an explosive play. And how about the blocking up front? Everybody getting a big-time push.
Yeah, and in those third and shorts, defense plays aggressive, loads the box. One guy misses, and it ends up being a big gain. Nice play by this offense.
This time, there is no running room to be found, and this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row.
And that's why he is an all-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Got his man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. It can get frustrating chasing that quarterback, but you got to pull up. The roughing the passer penalty gives him the first down. He's looking to throw. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. He just makes it look so easy. Impressive run.
So impressive. Time and time again, he can buy time, make you look silly, and the defense is just kind of like, wait a minute, you got him? I got him? No, well, Phillips got him.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Clemson has the lead right now. Feels like they've been on top since they ran down the hill, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Wake Forest. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. The lone back's got it. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off play action. Quarterback extends the play. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to 1st down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Quick release on the RPO. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the 1st down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the 2nd half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. Right on the money. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the 1st down.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
The Aggies back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking downfield on 1st down. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponent's got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them a spark to maybe come back and steal this game?
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
Remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on 1st down. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Longhorns want to move quickly.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Working the middle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Longhorns started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He's got it. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. On 4th down, trying to find his man. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that 4th down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And the Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run play action. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Complete to the left. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. The give to the tailback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back effective pass. It's complete on the right side. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. The inside handoff. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Zings it complete to the right. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
That's what I'm talking about. Keep fighting, right? This game ain't over yet. Like, you still got an opportunity. Does it look good? No. But now I got the ball back. Great job by the defense forcing the turnover. Now let's see if we can go out and make this thing interesting, put some plays together, maybe get an onside kick. Who the heck knows?
Fires to the tight end. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give him a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. It's caught. Breaks into the open. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. They'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you're going to have to hold on for just that split second longer, and they weren't able to do it there.
Pressure coming. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Come to the line and try to draw a little bit closer on 3rd and goal. On the move.
And here's the deal. 4th quarter, I'm trailing. 4th and goal, which makes a difference to me because I drove the ball down the field. I've had some success. Do I want to stay aggressive here? This offense is down, but has a chance to really put some points on the board and make a little bit of a splash.
A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. The snap sets up the throw. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
And the extra point was good.
Texas A&M 41, Texas 35.
Just under a minute and a half to play, and to have a shot, you got to believe they have to recover this onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Clemson is putting on a show offensively. It feels like this one was over when they touched Howard's Rock. They're up by 35 over Wake Forest. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Finds his tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Snagged in the middle. It's Rousseau. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
To the air on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deep as the deepest, wide as the widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
These are the perfect situations you love to be in. Known passing situations. These are not where the offensive tackles want to be. And when you're on the edge and there's no threat of the run, pin your ears back and get the nice 1st down set.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. the big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
The latest edition of this tradition-rich rivalry ends with the Aggies saying howdy to a victory over the despised Longhorns in the Lone Star Showdown. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.